you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust low, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby mama, she a fan, though.
What up, chat? It's your boy Slicktor, and we are back with another episode. So now look, Akademiks was just at YB's MASA tour in New York City, and who does he run into? None other than the oldest YN, Jomo, Mr. Ballin' Jim Jones. Jim Jones done ran down on Akademiks. So I'm gonna let you hear what Ak got to say, and I'm gonna chime in a little bit. Like, share, subscribe, comment, man. I'm back on this thing. You hear me? Let's get it.
Birdman real quick. We about to watch it. As soon as I walk down, I see Jim Jones. Now, I'm going to keep it a being with y'all. And again, I'm only speaking from my perspective. And y'all know, like, when I be telling these stories, I don't never be hyping nothing, right? Like, I think I'm pretty fair. I was walking quickly to get to Birdman, but right behind Birdman was Jim Jones. Jim Jones had brought his mom there. I didn't even realize he brought his mom. Like, Mama Jones, he brought his mom. So I'm walking mad quickly. But I ain't going to lie to you. I think the way Jim seen it was like I'm walking up on him. I swear.
You know Jim had to show out. You know Jimmy was acting like he was walking down at, yeah, ma, watch this. You know what I'm saying? Bowling. Come on, Jomo. Go sit down.
Like, because I'm walking mad quick. And so so I see Birdman and I see Jim Jones. And I'm like, oh, shit, Jim, what up? Now, let me tell you the history with me and Jim. I don't know if in history. I did an interview with Kanye West. Kanye West said he gave Jim Jones $2 million, and he was mad that Jim Jones couldn't make him a PDF. Okay, that went viral. Jim was trying to get some buzz at the time.
All right, chat. So in case y'all don't remember that, so when Akademiks interviewed Kanye, I want to say it was like 5-6 months ago, something like that. Kanye was going off about how Jim Jones pretty much hit him for $2 million to do a PDF file for him, not one of those type of PDFs, like an actual document. Pause. But yeah, so Jimmy was a little upset that Ak interviewed Kanye and he wanted to get an interview in, and you're gonna hear about the rest of it in a minute. But just to give you some context.
Jim, I don't know how, like, through an intermediary hits me to say, yo, I want to do an interview responding to Ye. It never happened, but while setting it up, Jim says to me, yo, Ak, we should probably get on the phone. Because, I just want to make sure we good, right? That happens with mad artists, chat. Like, sometimes the artists want to talk to you before getting on set with you because they don't know if you about to just ask them some federal shit or whatever. So that's valid with me. It's all cool. So that's the last thing I know about anything with me and Jim Jones, right? Cool. So now, so when I see Jim Jones, I'm like, oh, Jim, what up? And Jim, what up back at me is a different type of what up. He's like, nigga, what up? And I'm like, whoa.
Yo, if y'all ever seen Jim in person, this is so accurate because like Jim has to have the tough guy aura all the time. I don't know why, we never knew that. But if you ever uptown, you ever run into Jimmy, or you ever been in the studio and run into him like I have, Jim is a cornball. That's for you, Jim.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's how I walked up, because I walked up like OG3, nigga. Remember, you saw OG3 walked up with me? I walked up, but I wasn't. I was just walking quickly to get to Birdman, whatever. So anyway, that happened. I'm like, damn. I'm like, first of all, I'm gonna give Jim his credit. Jim was the oldest YN in the building, but he was on YN timing. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Yo, what did I just say? Shout out to the oldest YN, aka Jim Jones. Jim Jones is still dressing like he's 14 years old. He still thinks he's hanging out. Well, not still thinks. He is still hanging out on the blocks in Harlem. Like Jim is just a mess, man. He still got the braids in. Jim, grow up, man. You're 49, about to be 50 years old. Grow up, brother. Grow up. We said this in the last video a couple months ago when you said you were better than Nas. Now I'm gonna let Ag finish, man. Let me shut up.
I ain't no liar. Jim, I just Google his age. Jim 49. Jim was the oldest YN up in the building there, but he was on YN timing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could tell. Jim, and I said to myself, I said, maybe it's because of Young Boy concert. Everybody a little bit aggressive here. Cool. So anyway, no. All right. So that happened. Yo, so hilarious. There's still a couple people because the cops and security ain't clear everybody out yet. Yo, Birdman security they did some like presidential shit, nigga. They created a big ass crop circle in the side stage, and and they just grabbed a chair and put it down, and Birdman's sitting on the chair like this, while there's mad space around him, but everybody bunched up all over the place. Birdman like this. Super gangster. Birdman comfortable as hell.
You know that's so accurate. If y'all remember the Breakfast Club interview where Birdman pulled up, like all three of y'all, right? Birdman came through squad deep, bro. Birdman rolled with a team.
Anyway, so at this point, I see Jim. He a little bit over to the stage. Well, not to the stage, but he kind of like a little bit over to the side, where the side of the stage. So I'm like, again, I'm thinking he's cool, even though the walk up was a little crazy, right? But I was starting to think, I'm like, oh shit, he probably thought I was like walking up on him. So let me just have a regular conversation with him. So I go over to say, yo, Jim, we gotta get up and we gotta go do the interview. That's what I'm like, we gotta go do the interview. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know if it's because Young Boy was on stage. Jim Jones turned to a YN on me. I swear. Jim Jones was like, yo, hold on, let me holler at you, man. Let me holler at you. And you know when the nigga just start to be a little bit more vigilant, I'm like, is he okay now? Jim is like, yo, listen, man, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, all right, what up? What's good? He's like, yo. Now he was taking a second to kind of get out his point, but this was his point. And I was trying to like do the whole.
Jim had to think. He had to make himself mad, right? When you see old Jimmy, the ON, he has to make himself get mad at you before he can say something. Because if not, Jim is known for crying. Jim is a real emotional guy. Jim will cry about a lot of situations. Just go back and watch the old Love and Hip Hop clips. He would go on there and literally cry. And Cam would come back on laughing at him. And Jim would say, I'm mad at you, Cam. Please apologize. And Cam would keep laughing. So this is very accurate, man. Look at Jim Jones.
Quoting thing, but he he kept asking questions like, yo, do y'all think the shit y'all do online is cool? So I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm kind of confused, honestly. I'm legit confused. And I know some people are gonna be like, no, accurate, playing dumb, but I'm kind of confused because I'm also trying to figure out what it could be, right? And I didn't get too much info out of him, but he mentioned 6ix9ine. He said, whatever 6ix9ine. Then he's like, yo, y'all gotta know, it ain't safe when niggas is playing with me like that. And I'm thinking about, I'm like, what the fuck do I? So I kept trying to ask him. I said, what me and 6ix9ine got to do with you, or what I got to do with if you and 6ix9ine got something. Now, granted, Chad, I keep telling you, rappers are the best at, if they can't find the person they don't like, someone else inherits. So it's like Dave Free seeing me, and Dave Free saying, yo, well, I'll never see Drake ever in life, so let me tell you why I'm mad at Drake. Okay, cool. I guess
this is exactly what happened with me. I don't know if y'all watched my last video a couple months ago with the Nas thing, but Jim literally so I had a show in Atlantic City a couple years ago. He literally told the promoter, because he was supposed to pull up, it was supposed to be an AC, the baby, me, a bunch of other people, Chinese Kitty, and he pulled up and said, I don't want him doing the Max B song. I got a feature with Max B. It's called Counting Money. Go stream it now. But Jim didn't want me to do that song. So he said if I was there and I did that song, then he would literally not show up. So what I do is I called a couple of people that we all tapped in with, and we got the issue resolved. The show ended up getting canceled anyway, so Jim didn't have to worry about not showing up or showing up at all. But just to let you know, that's literally how Jim Jones pulls up, bro. It's crazy.
Jim Jones is like, he's mad at 6ix9ine, and I was thinking, I'm like, yo, is he mad at, like, how is he mad at 6ix9ine and coming at me? Y'all two were 9 Trey Bloods. I was never a 9 Trey Blood, and I don't want to be one. If y'all got a problem, and here's the thing, I was thinking about their issue a little bit more. When 6ix9ine was a 9 Trey Blood, Jim knew about it before everybody got locked up. He could have prevented this by trying to do whatever he had to do then. 6ix9ine gets locked up with some of the 9 Trey dudes, tells on the 9 Trey dudes, and then afterwards, 6ix9ine is still clowning because 6ix9ine like wearing that rat sleeve. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care. But anyway, that happened. I was trying to see, like, because usually me, I'm one of them people. I talk, like, I have that conversation. I know some of y'all, like, again, after that handshake, And even like that energy, I could have just said, I'm gonna just leave him over there, nigga. I walked up, I thought we could have a conversation. He just wasn't trying to have a conversation. So he was just like, yo, man, I ain't trying to have no conversation. I ain't trying to have no conversation. He's like, listen, man, just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yo, he said something like, yo, and if anybody got a problem with me, they can let me know. I'm like, all right.
See, Jim is always known for acting extra super tough for no reason, man. It's like, yo, look, 6ix9ine exposed, so did Whack 100. When Jim was on those recorded phone calls, Jim should have went down for conspiracy. 6ix9ine, I really wish 6ix9ine didn't tell and would have took the jail time, because Jim Jones would have had to get on the stand. He was the number 2 rat that was supposed to go up. So Jim, you know, you skipped out on that one, Jimmy, but we ain't gonna forget about it.
Anyway, Jim was on his YN energy, man. I'm hoping he was just in a, maybe an upset frame of mind for that time, but I don't know. Then everybody else tells me, they're like, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's exactly how Jim is. He's usually pretty angry. So, whatever.
What did I just say, chat? What did I just say?
The only thing that I could really think about, obviously, 6ix9ine's been saying whatever about Jim Jones, right? They're both in a gang. Right? I'm a media nigga. If Jim Jones says something about 6ix9ine, I'm posting it. If 6ix9ine says something about Jim Jones, I'm posting that too. Like, that is what it is. I was thinking maybe it was this clip. Like, I was thinking it was this clip. I think we posted it. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was the clip where 6ix9ine did the podcast with Charleston White and Steiny, and he talked about Mel Matrix, right? Because like, again, he wouldn't like tell me exactly what it is, but I felt like it was over some 9 Trey Blood shit. That's what I'm saying. Jim Jones is still moving around like a YN, bro. Let me see. I don't know. I think I did post it though. Y'all know what clip I'm talking about? Basically, like 6ix9ine is like clowning. And he's like, yo, he was like, Mel Matrix got let out of jail and Jim Jones picked him up from a train station or something like that. Let me see if I probably find it on Twitter. I thought we posted it. But if not, that's the only thing I could think of where, because I watch all 6ix9ine interviews. That's the only thing I could think about recently with Jim Jones and 6ix9ine. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really give a damn like that. 6ix9ine, Jim Jones. Here we go. We'll probably find a clip right here. Let's see. But I'm telling you, that nigga was heated. I didn't even know. I think this is it.
24 hours to respond. Time to show his bank account. One of the grandfathers of non-Trey Blood just came home. Mel murdered. You seen it?
Yeah, Jim Jones ran up on him, all that, yeah.
Where he ran up on him? Where did he run up on him? Where he was at?
Harlem, wasn't he?
Nope. At
Where?
a train station. All New Yorkers, play this video back right.
Chat, I'm gonna show y'all the video as soon as this is done. I'm gonna show you the video that 6ix9ine is talking about. Diabolical, bro. He literally had Mel Murder walking down the road with a big ass garbage bag full of clothes like he was Eminem in 8 Mile, meeting him in the New York streets, no money in hand, no nothing. The homie that just did 6 out of 11 years for you, right? Also on account of your phone calls that you had with him, you telling him to super violate somebody. He got locked up, did the time, and he come home to meeting him at the train station and some dusty ass chains. Diabolical. Crazy.
Yeah, put it right here while I'm talking. A grandfather, a high-ranking blood member came home early because they gave him 11 years. He came home at 6. And the federal penitentiary explained that. But listen, put the video right here. Mel Murder came home.
I got to think this is it, right? Because I'm thinking anything otherwise. I know somebody like in a chat that has more time to research is probably going to be like, Ak, you're plain stupid. I'm not plain stupid, my nigga. Like, I'm really trying to, like, I know 6ix9ine's been saying stuff about him. I don't give a damn about Jim Jones. I really, like, you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, I'm covering NBA Young Boy. Like, there's no, the only time I cover Jim Jones was when he was cloud chasing off Nas, right? But, and, when him and Cam go back and forth. Because I think that's unfortunate, but I think it's entertaining. Other than that, I'm not covering Jim Jones every day. And usually I don't have an opinion about Jim Jones. You know what I mean?
And he met him at a train station with no money, no chain.
So I gotta think it's this. And I did talk to Wack about it. And Wack was like, yo, he mentioned me. I'm like, nah, he didn't mention you. But I know Wack has been saying a lot of stuff about Jim Jones. Like, yo, Jim Jones.
Unc was ready to fire on him. You already know the big Paru Wack 100. Wack was ready to get down. Wack is not playing. Yeah, the big Paru. I can't wait. I'm gonna ask Wack tonight if he can talk about that shit on Clubhouse or some shit. But yeah, you already know Wack definitely gonna have something to say about that, especially because he ran down on app. It's over.
Who's fucking cooperated or whatever, or I think it's the wiretaps. But other than that, by the way, it's the first time I met Jim Jones, so I never met him.
Chat, read the caption. Jim Jones and Mel Murder. He made him take the train with a big garbage bag. See, most people, when you in these kind of shoes, right, like Jim Jones, all these guys, right, and you got millions of dollars supposedly, right, you go pick your homie up on the PJ with a bunch of chicks, you know what I'm saying? Y'all having fun. You got some liquor for the homie. You got some money for him. You got some jobs. You got some business opportunities. You're going to have to do some interviews, stuff like that, right? Not Jim. He said, take the train, eh? This is his right hand man. Come meet me. Come meet me. I got you got your garbage bag. You got your bag of clothes. I bet. Meet me over here. I'm gonna link up with you. I'm gonna take you to the jeweler. I'm gonna polish up the chains on my neck, and I'm gonna give you one of them. Right now, you know your man just got indicted for being involved in the gang. Right? You're gonna go give him a 9-tray Bloods chain. Mel's looking at him like he was crazy. I'm gonna show you the video. Give it a minute.
Other than that, I can't remember anything.
Well, he gave him a little ass chain.
But this would kind of validate the reason, because these gang guys really take their gang politics shit serious. And this guy here is like the leader of like 9-tray, right? So like he was the head guy. So these guys.
Mel Murder is Jim Jones' henchman. That's what he is. He's his henchman, bro. Let's just keep it a bean, right? Cat's been out of the bag. That's his henchman. And that's what your man's come home to. He come home to to nothing, pretty much. Garbage bag full of clothes, coming off the train, looking crazy. Don't nobody even know who he is on the train, right? You ain't pick him up from the pen and no PJ, no private whips, no none of that. You ain't coming no money for your man who did time for you, Jim. And you've been saying, oh, now when Melly get home, I got him. When Melly get home, Harlem. It's Harlem. Yeah, come on, Jim. You're from the Bronx, B. We already established this before. Come on, Jimmy. Stop.
Guys are in. Well, I don't know if he's in anymore, but 6ix9ine clowning him, I could see how Jim would get upset. You feel me?
Like 2 days later, he met him at a train station. He made him take the Metro North for all my New Yorkers. He put him, give me a train at outside Penn Station. He met him. He didn't even pick him up at the prison. He picked him up at a train. He made him take a train with that big garbage bag. When you real and you take your time, your whole
no. It's because they not showing the full video. You guys see Jim hiding behind the joint. Jim hides like this. And Mel see him, he's like, oh, Jim go give him a hug. Mel ain't even happy to see this, bro.
homies pick you up, they make you take the train with your bag like this. Look. Once this interview come out, Mel Murder got 24 hours to respond. Time to show his bank account. I don't want to see cash that niggas give him, but like, yo, post it so he can look dumb. Show your bank account. Show the money you got in your bank for being a real nigga, not telling. I want to see your bank account. I want to see 24 hours within this interview come out, because everybody gonna send it to you. I want to see your bank account with some cash in it. Your reward. Don't show me cash like this, like that niggas gave you. Like, I give it back after the video's done. There's no reward.
Yo, 6ix9ine is the GOAT, bro. The King of New York is back. He's trending right now in hip-hop news, man. I hope he makes some decent music coming back. Man, 6ix9ine is back, bro. It's crazy. But he's right. He's very much so accurate. So now I'm going to show you. Just give me 2 seconds, chat. Let me show you what's really going on. Give me a second. Oh, man. This is what 6ix9ine is talking about here. This is crazy. Look at him. Look at him, chat. Look at him. Jimmy clapping. He hiding. He taking pictures. Look at Mel. He dropped the garbage bag. My man dropped the bag. It's crazy. Oh man, my bad, chat. I didn't even add it to the stage. Hold on. Hold on. Let me run it back. Let me run it back. Jimmy clapping. Jimmy clapping. He's clapping. Melly gonna drop the bag. He drops the garbage bag. Oh, come on, Melly. You happy to see Jim? Oh, he's like, damn, I'm about to get the bag out of Jim. Jim about to hook me up some money. Nope, Mel. You got played, brother. Just a hug and an old chain. That's it. That's it, man. That's all you got. Jim ain't pull up with nothing for this dude. Melly probably still ain't got no job. He probably just sitting in the halfway house doing nothing. It's diabolical, bro. It's diabolical. But that's a lesson to all of y'all youngins, right? You want to be a street guy. You want to be out here. You want to be waving the, you know what I mean? And doing all of that and throwing up the signs and all that stuff. Look at where you're going to get when you get out, when you come from out of the can. You're going to get a hug, a fake moissanite chain that was already worn, got oil and grease all over from Jim's dirty neck. Pause. Crazy. And you're going to have to take the train with a garbage bag full of clothes. He's looking like Eminem and 8 Mile, B. That was crazy. Jim, you could have sent someone there, had him get polished up, get him ready for an interview, hook him up with some money, have a job waiting for him. But nah, not Jimmy, not the block boy. But that's it for today, chat. Look, it's your boy Slicktor, man. I'm back. I'm tapped back in on the streaming. I've been busy for the last couple months, but I will be dropping episodes, especially when we talking about Jomo. Just know I ain't never gonna miss that. I got you. It's love, bro. It's your boy Slicktor. Like,
Mama, she a fan though. All my niggas, they strapped to be in that band though. How you hate, you a fan, bro. Bust slow, the honeys, I'm in the Lambo. Yeah, baby.